Greetings, Guardians. How be your energy so far today? This phenomenal, fantastic video game day. Once again, it is Castle Grayskull 0420 bringing to you another informative video. Educational snippet, tidbits of those games that we like to play, the types of games that we need more of in our lives. I am talking about those free to play to earn games bestowed upon us by Roboto Games, who shall be our salvation. Just a quick reminder, I'm not affiliated, nor do I work for Roboto Games, but I will continue to accomplish my mission from God. Yes, just like the Blues Brothers, get as many eyeballs saturated and put on to these phenomenal games. We are taking a look today at the direct inspired brand new game, loosely based sequel. Let's clarify and get this correct right now, Guardians, okay? It is a loosely based sequel. Roboto Games never officially announced that it's the sequel, but it is directly inspired by their OG, Last Made Standing, aka Arx Arcana. I am talking about Might and Monsters, the brand new game that's been released earlier this year, March 2022. The original OG, Last Made Standing, Guardians, that's 100% complete. No new content. Roboto Games has made an official announcement on their Discord. You need to check out their new products. Pleiade Battle Maids. Ladies, how excited I am for it. Season 4 of Overlord. Waiting for Chapter 7 to drop. Oh man, I don't want to get on my nerd anime soapbox too much earlier than I have to right now. We've got important things that we need to look at. That's why you clicked on this video. Thanks for checking out Castle Grayskull 0420. Leave a like and a comment for the game first and foremost, because Guardians, it's not about me. And just like LeVar Burton would say at the end of every single Reading Rainbow, don't take my word for it. Pleiade Battle Maids, I have nothing but love for all 7 of you. Wink, wink to those true Overlord fans. I'm going to get ready to take it from here. Thank you kindly, ladies. So, Guardians, I am playing this phenomenal free-to-play to earn game. 5 months. 5 months strong. And I guess it coincides with how many chests that I just opened up in succession here. Opened up 5 chests. On the 5th chest, I was sitting at 370 battle reward chests. I hoard better than a squirrel. Decided that I'd open up some. Asked the super prevalent stream chat question, RNG high for me? And I guess I just had to open up a nice multiple of 5. And lo and behold, out of the chest, we've got a new equipment deck card for a Guardian in the game. That Guardian is Pyro. So as I was mentioning, this is not really a direct sequel. Just want to clarify that. It is a directly inspired game by Last Made Standing, aka Arx Arcana. Might and Monsters is a different brand new game that's been presented by Roboto Games here. It is, you should check it out. Come to your own inference, okay? Now, they did make this game as a way to make some passive money as they were transitioning from Last Made Standing, the original OG, which I mentioned is 100% complete. There's no new content. I will make another educational video covering that aspect and sharing inside information from top ranked Guardians and veterans of the game, giving you their insight and having them spill the beans on, you know, no new content and the new projects. So there is another new game. I don't want to drop too much. This is the more important thing. The brand new card that we got here, this equipment deck card that I earned from playing the game. I had to play this game. That is that's the formula. The catalyst in that formula is the word play. Free to play to earn. Roboto Games is doing something right. Now, I know not all games are for everyone. That's why you need to check it out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. In all honesty, okay? Now, This game right here, this loosely based inspired sequel game of Last Mage Standing, Might and Monsters, I don't want to say or feel that it's been slapped together, but some liberties have been taken. I'm pretty sure permission was given. You know, the conceptualization of the monsters are not as original as first thought. Now, the design of the Guardians and things of that nature, that's original for Roboto Games, okay? Besides the feedback that I will be bringing and sharing with you in upcoming educational videos, you know, from veteran players, OG veteran players like Shuri, the #1 ranked Guardian of Last Mage Standing. You know, other veteran players like Nino, Guess 000 or 00, Guess 00, Hannah, what for Tur. You know, these individuals have checked out this game. I'm gonna see about getting their first reaction, their first impressions to gameplay, their feedback and insight, and share it with you brand new people that are trying to check it out, so that way you can come to a more informed decision if it's something that you want to invest your time in and take a look at. I strongly implore you that, you know, you check it out, put your eyeballs on it. That's going to help me accomplish my stream and my channel's mission from God that I'm on. Yes, just like the Blues Brothers. But let's talk more about what's going on here and what's going to happen. And we will actually take a look at some actual gameplay and see this in work, because there is some out of this world game mechanics that are about to be broken here. I already have unlocked a card for Pyro. So this is a great little tidbit of something that I could break down. Now, one thing that was given to me, some feedback, I got to give a shout out to Shuri, who I just mentioned earlier. #1 ranked player in Last Mage Standing, an OG vet of the game. We were talking about the luck and probability aspect in gameplay with your equipment deck cards. And, you know, Shuri was presenting the feedback and perspective of how luck really is a factor. And I was conveying how, yes, the RNG of your first hand that's dealt does come into effect. But you do know what you have in your equipment deck card for that particular Guardian. Now, one improvement that I can convey to you that Shuri wishes that the developers would put in, giving you the options to kind of choose, you know, preload your hand. That might be a great way to get some veteran players to, you know, get on the scene, start making profiles, getting more people in, not having as many bots in this game as the original Last Mage Standing does. Because, yes, there are bots in the game, okay? So if we get more people, more eyeballs on this, individuals making profiles, developers can then turn and put attention in. Because it's really strange how the research I've done and found out that this game right here, Might and Monsters, was made as a quick way to make some passive revenue as they were transitioning to work on their new game that they have. There's a new project. I won't talk too much about that here. While they were putting the wrap up on Last Mage Standing. You know, season 4 has been complete almost last year. A year ago, Roboto Games on their official Discord, you can check it out, see their posting. But what's strange about this, in Might and Monsters, you do not have access to the shop tab. So it's kind of strange how this game was made, but it is still brand new. You probably need to get more eyeballs in, and they'll open that shop tab. They'll open the allies tab. So let's take a look here and hear what I'm going to rant on as far as the probability and how this is going to change. I have unlocked a card for Pyro. We're going to take a look at it. It was called the Belt of Reach. It was also a range increase card like this one. This equipment deck card, the Crown of Reach for Pyro. This is some headgear. The Belt of Reach was an accessory. It increased Pyro's range, but it was a water elemental card. This card right here is a fire elemental card. Pyro is already fire elemental based. He's going to have more fire elemental cards in his deck of 10 Every Guardian has 10 equipment deck cards. 3 of them are permanent. You cannot change. 1 of each element are those 3 permanent cards. 1 nature permanent elemental card. 1 water permanent elemental card. And then also 1 fire permanent elemental card. The remaining 7, as you unlock things for your Guardian, because this card right here is only for Pyro. You will unlock Guardian specific type cards. So Kadira or Boris will not be able to make use of this, as you can see the name underneath there. All right, neither one of them will benefit from getting any action with this card. I equip this card in my equipment deck. RNG comes into factor. I know how many cards I have. I know how many fire elemental. I know how many water. I know how many nature. Pretty much then I can break it into percentages or a ratio or probability. What are the odds of me getting dealt a card of this element? I'm not saying I need to think of like what's the odds of me getting dealt the range card. No. That I cannot do that. That's where luck comes into play and pure guessing and hypothesis. And if you get it right, that you were just, your educated guess, boom. But if you know how many of the same type of cards, you do not have to be a mathematician to really grasp the concept of using this tactic of playing ahead of your equipment deck cards. Okay? Let's take a look at Pyro's equipment deck. Let's see how this is going to come into play. I think is going to replace another crown that I had for Pyro. And then we're going to see some fashion wear that's going to come into play. I think the crown that Pyro already has is for damage, maybe. But let's collect this. We're going to get this new card here. We're going to take a look at Pyro's equipment deck briefly. I know I've made educational videos kind of talking about this aspect. I know someone asked a question before and I made an educational video off of this, but I now have the source. Thanks to, once again, to Shuri. I now have access. Shuri has not just given or extended an olive branch. They've given me the whole olive tree with the roots and soil and dirt intact. I've gained access to a plethora of knowledge and veteran players of the games of Roboto, and I'm going to bring to you their insight, their feedback about the original, about this game, Might and Monsters. All right, so let's take a look at the new headgear. So for Pyro, as I want you to see here, so I've got the crown. I had unlocked the Crown of Dark prior to that, which gives life drain to Pyro. So that took 7 fire elemental cards for me to activate if it was dealt to me. This new card right here, the Crown of Reach, oh, this is a limited range card. So it only does 0.3. We're going to equip this because I want to see how it's going to play in with my Belt of Reach. And look how the Belt of Reach, the stats on that. That is plus 0.75. Whereas before, the base equipment that Pyro had was the shiny belt, so I unlocked the Belt of Reach, just like I unlocked the Crown of Reach. So you can so check out this fashion accessory that's going on. If I equip Pyro's hood, you see that? The spacious hat, which really looks like a hood. Now, I want you to see the life drain crown. You should already see the difference between it. Look at the color. It's got more of a blue, purplish. I think that's purple. Well, it looks blue in the background. But then look at the Crown of Reach. The trim on that is red. So a little bit more of the my Gatsu getting our Zoolander on. We're gonna take a look at this card. So this is the probability aspect that I was talking about. Each Guardian has 3 permanent cards, one of each elemental base that you cannot change. The remaining 7, as you just saw there, as you unlock them, you can replace them in. So Pyro right now, out of 10 cards, he has 6 cards that are all fire elemental. Whatever elemental affinity your Guardian has, just like Kadira you see here, she's going to have more nature elemental cards. Doesn't mean you won't have the other element. She won't have fire or water, but she's going to have more nature. So Pyro, it's going to has 6 out of 10. 2 nature, 2 water. If I want to break that down percentage-wise, it's real easy and simple. That's why, because you got 10 cards, 10 out of 10 is 100%. 60% of those cards are fire-based cards. So I can get a good understanding of what type of cards are going to be dealt to me. You get dealt 3 cards from the start of the match, okay? I have a 20% chance of either getting a water-based or a nature-based card, and a 60% chance of getting a fire-based card. So let's actually just take a look at the gameplay. Now, here's the luck factor that Shiro was mentioning and talking about in gameplay. This is a great tactic. One of Pyro's permanent cards is this crystal card. Any monster that you defeat, any monster that gets defeated in the game will drop elemental crystals. Any monster that your guardian defeats, when you have the crystal card activated, it will increase the crystal amounts that the monster will drop. So if you can see here, I have 2 ways of getting extra crystals. I unlocked and equipped this crystal atlas, but then Pyro already had a permanent one. One of them is a water elemental, one's a fire. I have a good chance of getting these cards. Now, in the first few cards that get dealt to you, the lucky thing would be if you get dealt your crystal cards that you can play them immediately. So that way you can exponentially just snowball, as Shiro would say, in the match. So we're going to take a look at some first. All right, let's get in here. So too quick of a quiche or a loading time. So right there you see I was dealt a water card. I need to get 4 and I'm input locked, and that's great. Of course, now when I'm making an educational video, they want to do this to me. That is the worst thing ever. So here's some drawbacks with this game. There are some bugs and things within it, and I'm glad I'm making this so you can see. I clearly started the match and got input lock. Now I got to play this again because I lost 4 battle trophies, and I'm really upset. But I'm really upset at the fact that now that I'm making a video, and especially going to post it on YouTube, when I make my first support and feedback ticket for Vital Games on their games, both this one, Might and Monsters, and Last Name Standing, aka Ars Arcana, is going to be about the input lock and lag that happens. So now my Guardian is moving crisp. If I push down a movement on the keyboard to move my Guardian, so I just activated Pyro's first, the Belt of Reach, so you can see how wide that is. The input lag is still bad. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I gotta play like Happy Gilmore, where I just give it a little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Even then, that doesn't help, because they input locked me all the way up into the corner. And the thing is, I tried to, once I got control, it was too late at that point. They had spawned all those monsters around me, and even though they were low level, I just got swarmed. And I tried to run away, and even though I was outside of the attack range, and none of those monsters were melee monsters either, so that's what really confused me. None of them were melee monsters. I mean, none of them were ranged monsters, excuse me. None of those monsters. They were all low-level grunts. Input locked yet again. Like, they purposely walked me behind that thing. They won't let me walk away. So here's the thing. Guardians, I would not purposely go walk back behind that metal cage and then go stand there. Why would I do that? I mean, that's just not good play tactic. Then, on top of that, while I was trying to walk away, so they do not want to give me the other range card. So it looks like they're going to force my hand to play. I'll take that so I can get some crystals. Yeah, I'm getting every other fire elemental card. So because I'm trying to do a first show of this card, the game is doing any and everything. So as you can see there, I play the crystal cards. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to take out this monster. So any other time, the monsters will come and attack you. Now I get the range card. Not at the end of the match, I finally get the new range card. So I'm gonna take out all these bosses. That's messed up. All right, let's see if I can get. They're not letting me move. And see that I should have enough crystals. Yep, activate Pyro's range again. Look how large Pyro's range is. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Pyro's the ultimate. You can make them. Your gameplay is indicative to what you unlock. And when the game runs smoothly and runs right, and then you take in consideration of the probability of what Guardian you're using to take advantage of your equipment deck, that helps out as well too. So I got my keys back. I'm sitting back. I mean, not my keys. I got my battle trophies back. I lost 4 when in that match that I got input locked on. Had to play again to bounce back. We're gonna stop there with the educational snippet. You need to check this game out for yourself. Experience it. LeVar Burton couldn't have said it better himself at the end of every single Reading Rainbow. Excuse me, Guardian. Don't take my word for it. Plenty Battlemaids, get out here and do that magical voodoo that you do the best for me, kindly ladies. Player tag in Might and Monsters is none. Keep a lookout for me. If you see that tag, all caps, none, know that I'm a real person. Know that I will smite you. Know that I'm not a bot. Check the games out. Leave a like and a comment for the game, first and foremost, because remember, Guardians, it's not about me. It's about these phenomenal free-to-play to earn games. You have to play the game to earn, just like I did. Unlock the new equipment deck card for the Guardian Pyro. I'm excited. I'm ready for Season 4 of Overlord's 7th chapter, along with the other summer anime slate that is on the docket for me. The agenda is full. Classroom of the Elite, Season 2, going down. Jocelyn Chan at Season 3 of Dropkick on My Devil, sheer hilarity. Brand new series that I am immersed in. Lycrois Recoil, yes. But Plenty Battlemaids, I don't mean to take too much away from your entertainment moment. This is Castle Grayskull 0420 bringing to you another informative educational video about the phenomenal free-to-play games that you can check out yourself, bestowed upon us by Roboto Games. As a quick reminder, I'm not affiliated, nor do I work for Roboto Games in any shape, form, or fashion, but I will continue to accomplish my channel's mission. I'm on a mission from God, just like the Blues Brothers, yes! Check out the official Discord of Roboto Games. Check out Castle Grayskull 0420's Discord, correlated with the official Discord of Roboto Games. Check out our live stream. Drop in. Partake in the shenanigans as they transpire and unfold. I hope to see you on the battlefields, Guardians, and do believe when I do, I will smite you. Until then, Guardians, be easy. Plenty Battlemaids, you ladies have the floor.